I am Kodili-nye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are joining me from. We are here again. New subscribers, you're welcome to the family. We are here again to do a vlog about so many things. Returning subscribers, you are welcome. Remember to share this video to your friends by liking, commenting, turning on notification. We are here for you. Remember to subscribe whenever you watch our video. Help us, support us. I really appreciate all your support so far. We are increasing in number and the family is increasing. Thank you for those that brought us to this level so far. I am appreciative of what you have really done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very appreciative. Thank you. We are here for you, and we bring in a lot of vlogs on many things, some of them on request. It seems that a lot of Nigerian fans want us to be bringing a lot about Nigeria. We can have a vlog about many things, many countries of the world: USA, UK, India, Germany, Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, everywhere. We promise to bring all those vlogs for you. Have a wonderful time today. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful time. I'm going to start about the multi-layered houses, story buildings in London. You can see this one. We will be going into them, and you see how it is. This one is 175 flats. 175 flats. This is massive. You can see how huge this building is. I don't think the camera is doing any distance to it. I don't think the camera is doing any this is huge. So according to the United Nations, they said that many millions of people are homeless in major cities of the world. Many millions of people are homeless in many cities of the world, and that the government should see to a way to provide shelter to more people. And the effect of global crisis like wars has decimated the few housing stock in the whole world, and the high cost of living has forced many people not to have their houses. So today we are going to discuss about how we can solve this issue by having all these multi-storied building, multi-layered story buildings, like you can see in this suburb of London. You can see that these are huge buildings. By the way, let's just look at the environment. You can look at here. Let us just see the columns of this building. Some people call it pillars. You can see the pillars of this huge building. Look at this, is massive. This is massive. This is massive. It's like me times 4, one column or pillar, and there are massive pillars here. See, these are the pillars that hold this building. You can see what they did here. What they did here before they laid the pillar, the foundation. You see, it's massive. This is like 10 feet, 8 feet by 8 feet around this pillar. You can see this one is 8 feet by 8 feet, and this one is 10 feet by 8 feet. This one is 5 feet by 8 feet. And look at this, how huge they are. That's how you can understand what they have done here. And this one is little. This one is 6 feet by 5 feet. 6 feet by 5 feet. So that's what we are going to discuss. Look at the columns. You can see more of these columns. You can see more of these columns. There are many of these buildings here. You can see many of them. You can see the columns. You can see the columns. You can see the beam. This is massive beams in which these columns that is holding, you know, you can see the massive beams. This is lots of beams here. You can see this is massive. This is massive. And this in just one building, there are hundreds of them around this area. Or if I will do conservative estimate, over 150 of them. You can see they have a provision for where the waste are stored. Some of them, you can see the pillars. This is 4 times my size. This pillar, it looks small in this video, but this is 4 times my size. This is the pillars. You can see there. And by the way, look at the trees planted. This is another one. You can see another one. And this is the trees planted, an open area for the people so that it doesn't turn into a ghetto or a huge prison yard. This is London, and we are discussing about multi-layered story buildings, how it can be used to solve problems of housing. You see, it can be, this is autumn now. You can see the trees are offloading their leaves. See, they are offloading the excess leaves. You can see this is the car parks where the people park their cars. There are a lot of them, although a lot of people has gone to work. Some gone to their individual businesses, but still some people are still around because this is mid-term break in London. Mid-term break means that the schools are on break for a week. You can see this area. It's been raining cats and dogs. That's why you see this water. puddle here. This is puddle here on this footpath, because it's been raining in the night. It's been raining for some days, except yesterday. It did rain 2 days ago as well. So this is, look at how green this place is. How green this place is. Look at. So we are marching on. So I'm just standing in one of the pillars. I'm just standing in one of the pillars. Look at, you see, this is me standing in one of the pillars. You can see how huge the pillar is. I don't know if this I don't know if it's doing justice to it, but this is a huge pillar. You can see these ones. You see, this exactly the same like the one we passed before. This is another one, and the more multiples of pillars or columns, whatever construction terms or engineering terms you use on them. This is the area we are looking at. A lot of them. You can see loads of them, and this is the street light for the neighborhood. You can see the street light for the neighborhood. You can see the street light. This is another one. You can see this is another of those building. You can see this is another one, and most of them are very huge. Most of them are very huge. They are huge. Most of them are very huge. I think we go this way. Somebody left this shopping trolley on this part. It's, you can see the beds. So as we are talking before, we are talking about solving a crisis. Is your country experiencing housing shortages? Many of the countries are having issue of housing shortages. Shelter has become so bad that many of the people are suffering without housing stock. Many of the countries are suffering because of lack of this vital I don't know if it's bright enough, because today is looking a bit dull today, so I just brighten it up. So how can your city solve the housing deficits? Shelter. How can they shelter the populace? How can they shelter the populace? That's what we are discussing today. We're under the canopy of these trees. We are under the canopy of these trees. You see, these trees are sheltering us at the moment. So we are looking at the example of London, where neighborhoods, the government over the years have built all these massive structures in order to help to alleviate or ameliorate the housing needs of the housing problems of the people, housing challenge. You can see these massive structures. Let's see this one. Can see this is another one. It's a huge one. It's huge. This is huge. So there are many of them around this neighborhood. There are a lot of them around this neighborhood. So we are discussing about them. So how can a city like Onitsha, like Lagos, Ibadan, solve housing crisis? How can London increase on this housing stock? I know in Singapore, having watched some of their building pattern, they have all these multi-layered story buildings or skyscrapers in Singapore, and this has enabled them to accommodate millions of people in one go, and solve a problem, the challenges of housing. So that's why it is very vital for the government or the people to prioritize building multi-layered structures, because by building multi-layered structures, it will help to save space of building bungalows and smaller buildings, and at the same time accommodate more people. But the most important thing is that impact assessment should always be done. It should be considered all the time when building all this building, and making sure that the environment can accommodate them. Checking the soil type and making sure that the foundations or the base is done properly, so to avoid calamity or building collapse. I saw beginning of this year or last year, the building collapsed in many of the country, collapses in many of the country. So it's very important that impact assessment is done and the proper engineering solutions are applied in solving this problem. And also it's very important also to have basic amenities provided. This type of buildings not only having staircase, it must also have lift or escalators, so to help out. And whatever that is used to build this must also be fire resistant. You heard about what happened in London some time ago, where they use aluminium clouding to build the house, and this is not fire resistance. It escalated the fire that a lot of people died. So it's very important for those in authorities and those builders or construction companies to look into this before they get into the system of building houses, so that these things are not become inimical or become problematic to the society. Is very, very important, and because you can try to solve a problem and creating another problem. It's vital to solve problem of housing and confront it squarely and confront it in a way that will not create other problem. So we are still discussing about London multi-layered story buildings, how to solve housing needs of the people, how to accommodate more people in a small area, how to accommodate more people in a small area. Yeah, just in It's like a forest here. It's like a forest here. You can see how the soil. You can see how the soil has done. It's quite fertile. You can see the mushroom there. You can see something like a mushroom. You can see. Let me closer for you. You can see something like a mushroom. That's the mushroom. You can see that's growing up here. You can see. So you can see how. Get it closer to you. You can see the mushroom. That's the mushroom growing out from the ground. So we are talking about the multi-layered houses, how to solve housing issue. It is not difficult to solve housing issue if the government and the people are determined to solve it once and for all. It's not difficult to solve it. You can see this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but all of them are like maisonette. They are like they have up and down in every flat. You can see. We are still matching. We are still looking at them. We are going to climb one of them. Let's see if we're gonna climb one of them and see. Oh, we're gonna climb one of them. We're gonna climb one of them and see. We're gonna climb one of them and see. We're gonna climb one of them. We're gonna climb one of them. Hopefully, if the doors are open, let's see if we can go and climb one of them. We're gonna climb one of them. Gonna climb. We're gonna climb and see. We're gonna climb. We are going to climb. Let's see if we're gonna go through this place. And so what's your view in all this? What's your view in all this? I think this one start to have issue here. I think issues, you can see, starts to have issue. Let's see if we can climb, if we can go through this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's we're going through this one. This is the lift. This is the lift. See? This is the lift. We're entering the lift. This is 5. We go to the top. This is the lift. Not bad considering the people living in here. We are in the lift at the moment, or escalator, whatever words you use for it. And it says, the lift says, load 8 persons or 630 kg. Yes, so Only me in the lift. So we are there. This one has 75 flats. That's 75 flats. You see? That's 75 flats in the whole of this building. Okay, let's just look through here. Can you see anything here? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see anything? This is massive. Can you see? I don't know if you are you seeing where we walk? The water there, the puddle I showed you earlier on. I'm bringing it nearer. You can see how you can see the buildings. You can see there are loads of them. Although this one is blocking some of them, but if you look there in the top there, you can see lots of them there. This is in this side. You can see on the other side is smaller houses or one-story buildings and bungalows. You can see how vegetation is being maintained in this area. You can see the green area here. This is massive. This is massive. I think I said mistakenly said 150. These are 75 flats. These models are 75 flats. Sorry for the mistake. 75 flats in each of this building. 75 maisonettes in each of this building. You can see. I think these buildings were it was 1950s or something. They built this. You can see that it still look like new buildings. This is the design they used in 1950s. So you can see the design. It's 1950 design, and let's you can see the design. Okay, let's look down. This is very high. This is very high. This is 1950 design, 1960, and the building has remained, and they maintain it all the time. They have a maintenance team that goes around to look at structure of the building and regularly maintain it. And some of this building, the flats in it has been sold off. Some of them are still owned by the government, but the building itself is owned by the government, but the flats are sold off to the people. So this is an innovative way to solve housing crisis. My advice is more of this should be built in London or in any city that is having housing challenges. So it's very important to build more of this. It's very important to build more of this so that to help to solve the housing problems around the world and in many cities. So you can see this is it. You can see the people cleaning, tidy up the environment. They tidy up this place. Let's see where they put the rubbish. You see what they created here to put the rubbish. So they put this into You come here, you put the rubbish, and it goes down to the bin I showed you much earlier. Let's look at the front, because we are just showing you the back. Let's look at the front. This is the staircase. You can also use the staircase if you want. This is the staircase, and just watch. You can see this is more of them. I bring it nearer to you. Can you see? These are loads of them here as well. Up the hill there is the Richmond Park. That's the Richmond Park, the famous Richmond Park. That's the Richmond Park there. You can see the Heathrow plane parts. All these are 75 flats. You can see how huge. I don't think this camera is see extra parking slots. This is if you see, the weather is not that bright today. This is London, central London. You can see I don't know if you are seeing that place. Is just this place is this place. You can see that place is I don't know if you can see the arch or something in I don't know if it's I don't know if you can see. That's Wembley Stadium up there near that two high tall buildings. That's central London. You see, that's, I don't know if it's bright enough, but the weather is not that, it's a bit cloudy there. That's central London there. That's northwest West London. That's West London. You can see that side as well. You can see that side. That's you can see that side. You can see that's you can see that side. That's central London. You are seeing from here. That's central London. You can see from here. That's central London. You can see that central London. Far off there. So we are talking about solving a housing issue using a London experience. London is still being challenged by housing in spite of these buildings. I reckon that the government need to build 1,000 of these buildings with 75 flats in order to completely solve the housing problem in London. 1,000 of this type of building will completely solve the housing crisis in London. But the fear is about touching on the green belt. All this area is part of the green belt. You know, I think they need to get rid of some of the old smaller houses and replace them with all these multi-layered buildings. 1,000 of it or 2,000 of it solve the housing crisis in London, because each of the building will accommodate 75 flats. So if you put it, you're talking about having 75,000 housing stock. If you build 1,000, if you build 2,000, you're talking about 150 flats, 150,000 flats, which is huge. Will solve the housing challenge for many years in London and in your city also. If that type of investment is put in place, it will help to solve the problem. It will help to solve the issue of housing. It will help to solve the issue of housing shortages, which has created a lot of a nightmare to many people. Many people are living in streets, in squalors. Some are homeless, and it has in fact affected the life, the health of many, because they could not have a place to sleep. And also the danger of this, if you are not housing your population, is the danger of crime increasing, and you know, if any society starts experiencing crime, increased crime, you know what that means. You know what that means. That's why the government should always try as much as they can to solve this problem. I used to live in one of these buildings. I used to live in one of them before. I used to live. It's not bad when you go inside the building there. The design might look very plain design, but inside is not bad. It's really the weather today is not really conducive, but we are just managing to bring this vlog to you today. It's just for you to enjoy. That's just on top of one of these building, one of these multi-layered building in London neighborhood. It's quite, you can see the ground. It's far off from here. What do you think about this, what we are bringing to you? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea to have people in this type of building? Do you think it's habitable for people? Do you think it's a good idea to have this type of buildings? You can always comment. You can always comment. You can always comment. You can always comment. Let's use the staircase and see. This is the staircase. We are walking in the staircase. We are walking in the staircase. We are going down from this, one of this multi-layered story building in London. Walking in the staircase. This is the floor 4. It says 46 flats to 60 flats. So you can see 75 flats altogether in this building. And most of them here is 75, the highest All of them are planned to be 75 flats in one building. But they are, this is floor 3. You see, we are on a downward spiral. We are coming down gradually. We are coming down gradually. And coming down. And also environmentalists are fighting for the environment. I know that building more houses can also cause some environmental impact, but that's why we always advocate for environmental assessments to be carried out before any these huge structures are erected. Also looking at the impact assessment. This is floor 1. Floor 1, we are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. Very soon we will make it down. Very soon we're almost down. It says ground floor. Ground floor. You notice there's electricity everywhere. There is electricity, provisions of electricity. You can see this is a bike, bicycle. They left here. See, this is the left area for the emergency services, like the fire service. To whenever they come around, they will be able to navigate easily. So we are talking about, you can see the roads, you can see the roads, you can see the roads, you can see the street light, everything you can think about, extra car parks. This is the building that we just gone in. Remember I discussed about where they put the beam. So when they put that beam from upstairs, the beam come down somewhere. These are beams, the left where they put the beams, come down somewhere here on this, come down here. So it come down here, something like here. You come down here, you see, come down here. This where the beams come down. And from every floor, you don't need to bring down your beams. You just put it from that little hole and it goes down straight. And the contractors comes to take the beam every time. So that's I think next time we will be talking to people about these buildings, what they think about it, if they are happy living in type of buildings like this. I am still Kodili-nye. Please help us to increase the watch hour by watching more of our video. And I'm asking that you will help us also to get to 1,000 subscribers in this month of October. Please help to share the videos. I appreciate all your effort in watching our videos. Thank you very much for your efforts. We are talking about London multi-layered story buildings, an example of how to solve housing crisis. I am Kodili-nye. God bless you.